Experience true feelings of holidays and happiness, semicolon, at home. Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to take a look at Virtual Vacations VR, a game just released on the Steam store today, August 12th, 2020. It released in early access. It's available for the HTC Vive Valve Index and the Oculus Rift. However, I can confirm it works perfectly fine on Windows Mixed Reality. It normally retails for $14.99. It's currently on sale 20% off. And I actually got this game from Viveport Infinity, and it's been on Viveport Infinity for a while. However, I just downloaded it today and played it for the first time. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure this is better than the Steam VR home environments that you can download for free. I was rather disappointed. There's not much to do. There's only 4 environments, and 2 of those environments are similar to the other 2, so you might want to say there's really only 2 environments. One of them is day and night. At nighttime you can use fireworks, so it does differentiate a bit. And the other one is underwater, where there's a bunch of sharks, so it does change the experience. So I'm going to go with 4. This is running on the Unreal Engine, and I did have some mixed results as far as how it runs on my rig, which has a 1060 GTX. On the beach environment, it was running pretty okay, 90 frames per second, not many issues. However, in the underwater environment, especially when there's lots of fish all swimming around, it was a variable frame rate. It would drop from 90 to 45, go back to 90, go back to 45. It was a mess, although it did not trouble me at all. It did not really affect my experience. So overall, I would say that the environments are okay. There's just nothing special, and it seems for the price, it really isn't worth it. So this, for me, this is more like a $2 experience. And you notice there was a bird walking on the sand. Some of the animations aren't good. You can see that bird kind of floating in the air versus walking on the sand. I will say though that the seagulls flying in the sky, the animations did look good. The ambient sounds did sound good. The palm trees looked really good, swaying in the wind and all that. So there were some nice visual qualities to this experience, but it's brought down by that it's teleport only. There is no smooth or snap turning, and the interactions are very minimal and very basic. So as you could see in the video earlier, you can pick up like a beach ball and throw it, but as you can see, it just went from one end to the other. Very crazy physics. And when I tried to throw the beach ball at the seagulls, they did not react at all. Kind of just went through them. When I picked up the coconuts and tried to smash them against each other, there was no physics. They just clipped right through each other. And there just really isn't much to do. There is a small area where you can teleport around, but it's a very small area. You cannot turn, and there just really isn't much to do. And when you start off, you're kind of like floating in the air, so it doesn't really look all that great when you start off. Once you start teleporting though, it kind of fixes itself. And I hardly ever mention this, but the hand model here looks terrible. It's kind of immersion breaking, especially for what's supposed to be a relaxation app. It's a terrible hand model. What are you, a robot or something? Then you get to the nighttime. The fireworks are cool, okay? But the interaction for it is pretty basic, and for exiting the experience, you just basically press down on a button, that's it. And there is no other interaction. Basically all you do is use the fireworks. After you mess around with the fireworks for a little while, there's really not much to do. Then you go to the underwater experiences, and again, you're on a cage. The cage itself does not look good. There's plenty of sea life, and that's okay, but they don't really look great. And compared to some of the other sea life experiences I've had in VR, this is kind of subpar overall. And then you get to the sharks, and one thing that's very noticeable with the shark scene is there's this like vignette effect. And I noticed it a little bit in the beach nighttime. There was like a little bit of a vignette effect, but on the shark scene, shark environment, it's very noticeable and it's very annoying. Did not like this vignette effect. I also had trouble teleporting just in this environment only. I'm not sure why. And as you can see, the physics is poor. The animations are terrible. The three sharks are just there, and they're just, I'm not sure what they're doing, but they're just like stuck on the cage. And it was a very underwhelming experience. It's not really scary at all. So overall, I would say this was a rather poor experience, especially for a $14.99 priced app. It's way overpriced for what it is. It's not worth that much. I would say tops $2 for this experience. So I think Steam VR Home has a better looking beach environment than the one in this app, where there's more to do. You can actually invite friends over and talk to them. You can play with props. You can use the little paint. So there's stuff to do, and it just looks a lot better. Now I know there's a different technique for Steam VR Home. Some of the objects have like a paper mache effect, but overall it just looks a lot better. This looks a lot more realistic. So if I'm going to use a relaxation app, Steam VR Home would be a whole lot better than Virtual Vacations, and it's free. So there's just no way I could recommend Virtual Vacations. If I have to rate it, I give it to 4 out of 10. It's just way overpriced for the quantity and the quality of the content. To me, it's more like a $2 app. Buy on deep sale only. I'm Fast Lawyer. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.